What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another edition of the 1796 Sports Podcast. Joined by Jim, as always. Um, I guess the elephant in the room this week, Jim, is Boo Carter. You know, a lot of rumors flying around, a lot of stuff I wish our fans would not say before, more than Facebook rumors are out there. But for anybody who doesn't know, what's confirmed is that Boo has been kind of absent from the team for a few weeks. Austin Price confirmed he was in California this past week. Um, the leadership council, which I would imagine is Miles Kitselman and Joshua Josephs, Arian Carter, the older players on the team are not too thrilled with the way he's been kind of been unplugged from the team for a little bit. What I do know is that Monday night the players are due back in town. There's going to be a team meeting. Heupel's talking Tuesday, and fall practice starts Wednesday. So, Jim, how are you feeling about the whole thing right this moment?
I mean, I don't know all the facts here. I don't know, how bad was it actually?
Yeah,
Um, you know, it's hard to, to me, Boo Carter's that good to where you do everything you can to squash it and fix the issue because Boo's probably without Nico coming back, and Nico wasn't even that great, but without him coming back, Boo Carter's probably your best player on your team. I mean,
he's in
at,
the top. He's in the top 10. I would say.
well, I think he's one of the best returning players you got, especially
Yeah,
on defense. And if it's something you could work out for sure, try and work it out.
yeah,
But you know, we don't know the facts. We don't know behind the scenes. We don't know how bad it actually was. But it seems to be trending in the right direction.
yeah. Um, I don't know if you saw things going on Facebook. His mom has been very vocal about the whole situation, saying, don't say crazy shit about my kid, which, as a parent, I'm not a parent yet. You have been a parent. If you were talking about, you are a parent. I mean, if somebody was talking shit about your kids, I mean, I would react that way too. I mean, that's
Oh yeah.
bigger than the college they go to, in my opinion, and that's me talking as an alumni. So I don't have too much problem with what she's been saying, but she said she's picking out outfits for the first 3 weeks. Then his dad said um, Heupel's going to set the record straight on Tuesday, and again, stop talking about my son. So from a parent's perspective, I mean, do you have a problem with what's been going on Facebook from Boo's parents?
Uh, I think the initial response from the mom was a little bit crazy.
Yeah,
Um, I don't blame her. Um, you know, because like I said, we have all these people on Twitter, Facebook, no one has any clue what is actually going on.
yeah,
So I can see why they get upset. And realistically, everyone, the only facts, not even facts, the only thing people heard was Tony Basilio talking about it on a show. So obviously, a big fan base like Tennessee, you start freaking out with another player, that is, like you said, top 10, top five to me,
yeah,
returning player, maybe not coming back. It's something along the lines of I understand both sides.
yeah,
But hopefully, hey, I hope Heupel comes up on the stand and says, hey, we worked it out as a team. And it's time to get ready, and we're just going to put the ball down and go.
yeah. I think one way or the other, we know if Boo's going to be on the team this year or not. If not Monday night when that team meeting is, or Tuesday when Heupel talks. Um, I mean, surely to God, if it's just him being late for a few workouts and maybe missing a meeting here or there, they can work it out amongst the leaders on the team and the coaching staff. I mean, you would think that because there hasn't been one word said about money or playing time or anything like that. I mean, he was. I told you this the other day. It would suck to lose one of the only true freshmen Heupel's ever been comfortable with putting on the field, and he performed well last year. We've been saying he's top 5, top 10 player on the team returning. So to me, it's for Boo just as him making a decision himself. Like I don't know what other option you have. Like you either straighten up and do what you have to do to get back in good graces, or you work out for a year and damage your reputation. I mean, I don't know where he goes if the team cannot work this out with Boo.
Again, I was listening to Sports Talk Jay, his take on this whole situation, and he's right on the stance of what happens if some way somehow he leaves the team. Which at this point I don't think is going to happen. I think he's going to be on. I think he's going to be on this football team. He's going to play his spot. But what would have happened if Boo Carter leaves the team and goes to a Colorado and walks on, still gets an NIL package and pretty much a free ride without getting a scholarship, and plays football? At that point, that would ruin college sport. Any college sport you think of would be the transfer portal wouldn't even mean anything at that point.
Yeah.
Because then any player could do that. Oh, I'm not going to play. All right, well, we're kicking you off the team. Here comes Tennessee with the big NIL thing, being like, hey, come walk on. I mean, you can't stop it at that point.
I mean, I haven't even thought about it like that. I appreciate you bringing that up. I mean, that would just, like you said, the transfer portal wouldn't even matter if you could just walk on and get the NIL and not be on scholarship, but they'll put you on scholarship as soon as the next portal opens, or however that works. I mean, to me, it's sad because it's an in-state kid. Rumors are flying around. I don't even want to say some of the BS I've been reading. Like I started this with, I wish people would just settle down until Austin Price, Brent Hubbs, or Chris Lowe say something. Maybe Adam Sparks, somebody reputable, not some Joe Blow on Facebook or Tony Basilio who loves to stir the pot anyway. But to me, it's very simple. And this is my take on it. I told you last night.
Yeah.
If he's not at the first camp, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. If he is at the first practice of camp, he's obviously trying to work it out. So,
which sounds like he will be. Yeah,
I mean, just based on Facebook, and we know parents have lied before. We saw this 4 months ago. And we'll know even before the first practice because, like I said, Hype was talking Tuesday. But
that should be the first question out of people's mouths.
Yeah,
is Boo Carter out with the team? That's the first thing you're going to hear.
And if he says something like, "Come to practice tomorrow" or something like that, I'm going to grit my teeth so hard because this is it would be so hypeable, and it wouldn't even surprise me really, but it would be nice to squash this now so everybody can just calm down and
let fall camp ride.
And just tell us what happened. Boo has made his apology to the team or whatever. He's ran his wind sprints or whatever. And it all goes away by Thursday morning. I hope that's how it goes. But
now, are these mandatory things he's missing?
I don't know how the whole offseason program works. All I know is the leadership council is not happy with him. And I'll just read exactly from what Brent Hubbs posted in his War Room post from yesterday. Carter has missed a good number of team things, and he's been late to some of the events he has attended this offseason. So, and he then went on to say that's not set well with the team overall, including the leadership council. That's the only thing that I know.
To me, Boo Carter should be on that leadership council.
As you know, I don't know how the leadership council works either. That's obviously Heupel appointed.
If Carter's on it, then Boo should be on it if Arian Carter's in it.
Yeah, I mean, Arian Carter's only a year older, but I think to be on that council, you have to show, that you're gonna,
not do what Boo's doing.
Show up to things on time and attend things, that you're supposed to.
Right.
But on the field wise, I mean, he's a perfect candidate if he'll just, get past this silly stuff that young kids do sometimes and, be evolved and be locked in. What I don't like, the other thing I don't like besides people just, running with crazy rumors is saying that this program is falling apart and all that garbage. We've won 30 games in 3 years, and we've had two TWO players this offseason that we wanted to keep. One of them hasn't even left yet. One did in Nico. But two situations like this where they're spot on the team for the upcoming years, in limbo.
Yeah.
2 out of 100 or more? Like, that's a pretty good percentage.
And a lot of talented kids like Mike Matthews that never even he flirted with it, but he stayed.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the game today. If you only have 2 players doing this,
Main players,
in 9 months, players that Tennessee wanted to keep. Obviously, we want to keep Nico and Boo Carter. I'm fine with that. If it's only 2, the program's in pretty damn good shape, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So I don't know what else to say about it. I just want it to be over either way. Let's just keep it pushing.
2 days. 2 days.
Hopefully stuff comes out Monday night. Somebody leaks something. He wasn't at the meeting or something. I tend to believe if he doesn't show up to that meeting, he's probably done.
Oh yeah, there'd be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He just has to take the butt chewing and move on. And even to me, it's probably not even going to be a butt chewing. Hey guys, I messed up. That's on me. Let's get to work. That's all you got to say.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more involved than that. Maybe.
Yeah. Some sprints, some stairs, or whatever.
Yeah. But I don't think as far as everything that's confirmed that he's done, that's all that really needs to happen. If it's just being late for a few things, not showing up to a few things. Any more thoughts? Because like I said, I just want it to be over, and I'm waiting for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to learn for good.
Yeah, nothing with the Boo situation. Like I said, we'll find out here in 2 days, like you said. So
yeah. All right. Well, let's get to what you wanted to do tonight, Jim. If you don't mind explaining what we're about to.
We're stealing the Locked On Balls / Boogie Bentley team draft. And I could be doing this wrong, but we're going to do 10 players each. Could be offense, defense, obviously. Where we're going to pretty much do a fantasy draft of Tennessee volunteer football players. And we're going to, obviously, you want the best players to be, and we'll see at the end of the season on who wins. We'll see which team ends up being better overall. Like I said, I'm kind of I was listening to the Locked On Balls podcast, so them doing it, which gives me kind of an advantage on Ryan here because I kind of understand what they were going with. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. I think it's gonna be real fun. So I don't know how we're gonna do it on who gets the first pick or, but it'll go back and forth. It's not gonna be I get 1, you get 2. It's gonna be literally you get 1, I get 1. We just go back and forth.
You can go first.
Oh, give me the first pick of the draft. Well, I'm easily going with this guy because to me, if he's 100% healthy, he's the best returning defensive player we got. Going to be a top 10 draft pick, in my opinion. I'm going the DB, Jermod McCoy. That guy is going to be an absolute stud, I think. To me, he looks like he's close to being fully healthy. I think they'll be safe. And like I said on the last podcast, they'll probably keep him from playing the whole games, the first 2 games. But to me, you're going to want McCoy on the field regardless, especially even against Syracuse. Syracuse is going to be a good team. But yeah, I'm going with him for the first pick. I think he's another guy that could be a huge leader on this football team. And I think he's the most talented DB we have right now. No shade thrown at Ricky Gibson or Colton Hood or Boo Carter. I think we have probably the best secondary in all of college sports this year. So, but that's my first pick.
It's not a stretch to say that. It'll be interesting to watch, the reports on him in fall camp, just how much is he getting involved early on. Since he went with the DB, I think this will be the easiest way to do it. I'll go with the DB too, and then I'll make the next pick. Maybe one from each position, something like that. But I'll take Ricky Gibson. I think he is the most underrated player on the defense. As a second-year or first-year starter, last year was the first year he started. The play he made against Florida on that 4th and 1 jet sweep, and I could keep going. He locked down Ryan Williams when Jermod had to leave the game against Alabama. Like, I think he is not that far off from being as good as Jermod. And Jermod's, like you said, going to be a top 10 pick. I think Ricky might work himself into that position by the time next offseason comes around. So I'll go with him. I'll go with him as far as the corner goes. And I'll go to the offense for my next pick.
I already know who you're picking, damn it.
I'll take Mike Matthews.
Damn it.
You could see last year the flash. If he got enough playing time last year, people would see this wide receiver room as, not in a bad shape going in the next year. If he, just got the chance he should have gotten last year over some of the guys that were on the field who were in full body cast or on walkers like we talked about last week. But Mike Matthews for my wide receiver.
Okay. Well, again, I'm not playing this draft here. I think I'm going to have the best team. I'm sticking on the defensive side of the ball here. And I'm going with probably our best edge rusher this year with Joshua Josephs. A lot of people, he was looked down on last year because of James Pierce, which is obviously a big thing to say. I mean, first-round draft pick. But he had a 90.6 PFF grade. He was the 11th highest in the FBS last year. 39 tackles, 3 pass breakups, 3 forced fumbles, and a sack and a half. I think he's going to step into that role of being JPJ. And again, he had a phenomenal year last year, and a lot of people looked past him because of the James Pierce stuff. So I'm going with Joshua Josephs here.
All right. Like you said, similar numbers to Pierce last year. He was not far off. You can go ahead. I guess we're doing a snake draft here since I stole Mike from you.
Yeah, you did. All right. Let's see. I'll probably go. You know what? I'm gonna take a lot of guys from you here. I'm staying on the defensive side of the ball. I'm gonna go with a leader on this team. I think he's gonna have an excellent year, being fully healthy. But I'm going Arian Carter. I think he's our best linebacker. There's a reason Alabama wanted him. The guy's a dog. So I'm going Arian Carter, a leader, and I think, again, is going to have a fantastic year if he can stay healthy.
Love that. Love Arian, part of that leadership council that we were talking about. I guess I'll pick up a defender since you just took 3 from me. Other side of the line, who I'm hope is lining up on the edge there, I'll take Caleb Herring. Another guy who was coming on strong near the end of last year. I think he will be your second best edge rusher. That's all I got to say about it. He's poised to have a breakout season. He might be my pick to click for the whole defense. I think he's going to be awesome. And then, since you took a linebacker, I'll go ahead and take Jeremiah Thielander. And back to you.
I love my team. I love my team so far because now I'm taking Mr. both sides of the ball here. I'm taking an offensive guy and a defensive guy, and I'm kind of taking a little risk. I probably could have waited a little bit to get him because, again, we don't know with the whole Monday situation on what's going to happen, but I'm fairly confident that Boo Carter is going to be back. So I'm going to put Boo Carter on this team, being that he's going to be our star on the defensive side, and then he's going to get some offensive snaps. So I'm going to go Boo Carter. And my other pick, since you took Mike Matthews, is I'm taking Mr. Bryce Day. The Bryce Day, I think, is going to have a phenomenal year. This kid is lightning fast, great hands. Didn't get that much of an opportunity last year, but I think he's going to show everyone that he's meant to be there.
All right, Boo Carter and Braylon Staley, a couple solid guys. I'll go to the offensive backfield, and I'm going to take Star Thomas. I think with his ability in the passing game too, catching balls out of the backfield, and I think he might earn himself RB1 if he has a really good camp. I would imagine it's going to be Bishop at RB1, but just because he's going to catch a lot of passes, I'm going to take Star. And where should I go now? Let's go defensive tackle. I'm taking Bryson Eason. I think the veteran guy, probably part of that leadership council too. He was awesome last year. I'm taking that young man on my defensive tackle spot.
All right. I like it. I'm fairly confident that when we put this poll up on who has the better team. But what am I at now? I'm at 6, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm staying with the veteran council, probably the absolute leader and being that voice on this team, and especially on the offensive side. Give me Miles Kitselman. To me, is probably the best tight end so far to Heupel's tenure that he's got. He could catch passes, he could block. He's going to be that vocal leader that this offense needed last year. So yeah, give me Miles Kitselman. But let's see.
You have a corner, an edge, a linebacker, wide receiver / corner, wide receiver, tight end.
All right, well, give me the absolute. He's going to have to be the guy. We don't know for sure if he's going to be QB1, but I'm taking him, and I think he's getting it. Give me Joey Aguilar. I think a lot of people are sleeping on him because he had a terrible offensive line at App State. He never had time. He was running for his life. I think with this offensive line, I think it's going to be a really good quarterback for Josh Heupel and the Vols.
Love that. I think it's kind of pointless to take another quarterback, so I'm not going to do that. I will take. I think we should look at this as who's going to make the most impact, like which group of 10 is going to make the most impact. I'm not trying to build a team here or anything. So I'm going to take the man who won the game against Alabama, the game-winning touchdown. I'm going to take Chris Brazzell. The wide receivers in this offense always take a jump in year 2.
It's a good pick.
And I believe that he's going to do it. I think with another year, you might see something like Thornton, something like Hyatt did. Maybe not.
I think he has more potential than Thornton.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dog. He showed it. He was really good against Vanderbilt too. Catching a bunch of contested balls. And like I started with, that play against Alabama was one of the best clutch catches I've ever seen in Neyland Stadium with my own eyes. So I'll take Chris, and I'll go back to the defensive line here. Give me Jordan Ross. I think he's going to get a lot of play. I think he's going to get a lot of play on third downs. He might force a few fumbles. And I'm excited for him to redeem himself from that awful roughing the punter thing in Arkansas last year. And I think he's going to do it. I'm really excited to watch him. I mean, he was a 5-star. And I think he's going to break out this season, show what he can do.
You ain't wrong. I got what? 2 more guys I got.
You got 3 more guys.
Oh, I do. I'm only at 7?
Yep.
Even better. I'm taking the guy that I expect to have a fantastic season after being a little bit, roughed up, coming from the LSU Tigers. 5-star offensive tackle. He's lost 30 pounds this offseason. I think his head's in the right place here, and I think he's going to have a phenomenal year protecting our, QB1. Give me Lance Hurd. This guy, I expect a great season from him. I really do. I think he is going to be the, one of the leaders on the offensive line. And I think, like I said, his head's there. He's ready, to really boost his draft stock, because I think if he has a phenomenal year this year, you could see him as a first-round draft pick. I mean, he's a big boy, and if he could prove his talent, I wouldn't see anything else. But yeah, give me Lance Hurd, and I'm gonna take Dom. I think I'm gonna take him last actually, but I'm gonna go on I'm gonna take him from you. I'm gonna take it from you because you haven't picked an offensive lineman yet. But I'm going with David Sanders. I think David Sanders is gonna be a great freshman, one of the best freshmen that Heupel will probably get on the offensive line. Dude's a absolute stud. If you watch his high school tape, just shoves people around. Very athletic, big. I've actually got to shake his hand outside of Bank of America Stadium before the NC State game last year. But yeah, give me David Sanders. I think he's gonna be a great right tackle for this offense.
Love that. So I got 2 more to pick. You got 1 more to pick. I'm going to take Sam Pendleton on the offensive line. I said last week I think he's going to end up being your center just because coming from Notre Dame, he knows how to play some offensive line. And they don't recruit stupid people up at Notre Dame, so want him identifying stuff up front. And lastly, to round out everything, I will take another potential pick for me. I'm going to take Edwin Spillman. I think much like Jordan Ross
great pick.
and Caleb Herring, he's going to break out this year and show what he can do. I mean, there's a reason that Volquist said this might be the best defense under Heupel. It's because of all this young talent here, and I'm taking advantage of it for my team. So there you have it. And you get the last pick.
My last pick is, to me, it's not a sleeper pick. To me, I'd go 2 guys on the defensive line, but to me, he played actually a pretty solid role last year. But give me another 5-star guy. Give me Davian Hobbs, man. That kid looks the part. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the recent videos of him playing the new college football game, but that kid looks the part. I think he's going to have a big year. And I think another guy, like you said, is just going to be – he's going to step up for this team. He's going to have to be another guy that has a voice. Maybe not maybe not a Miles Kitselman type, but he's going to be a guy that plays a lot this year. And I'll take him as my 10th guy easily.
Yeah. I mean, coming into his junior year, I think, it's now or never for David. I mean, and with Norman Lott gone, with Amari gone, he could very easily find himself a nice role in that defensive front. But there you have it. Quick recap for me, and then I'll let you announce your team, Jim. I got Ricky Gibson, Mike Matthews, Caleb Herring, Jeremiah Thielander, Star Thomas, Bryson Eason, Chris Brazzell, Jordan Ross, Edwin Spillman, Sam Pendleton.
It's a great team. Great team. I mean, my team sounds a little bit better. It's fine. We're gonna throw up a poll and let us know in the comments whose team is better. But I know I got Boo Carter, Jermod McCoy. Who else did I take? You're gonna have to read it off for me.
Joshua Josephs.
Yeah.
Arian Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Braylon Staley. Miles Kitselman. Joey Aguilar. Lance Hurd. David Sanders. David Hobbs. Pretty good.
I'm just saying. I'm actually, being that it's super late, but tomorrow I will post a poll on who's got the better team. Actually, we'll post it on the 1796 page, and we're gonna get a poll on who has the better team. We can have a little arguments on who we missed out on. I mean, no one picked up Colton Hood, no one picked up Deshaun Bishop, Peyton Lewis. I mean, you got multiple guys that we didn't even name. Farouk, I think Farouk's gonna have a big role this year. Caleb Beasley, maybe. I'm kind of curious on who's gonna be that second safety this year.
Yeah, it's kind of like same deal last year. And it ended up being Will Brooks.
I heard Jordan Thomas isn't even going to play this year.
No, why?
He's hurt.
Don't say shit like that.
Oh, I don't know. I've heard that he's not going to be playing this year. I don't know. I don't know how true that was, but
We'll see. We'll get an answer to a lot of these questions in the coming weeks. Like we said, starts on Tuesday with Heupel's remarks. Hopefully, we'll learn something about Boo, and then we're into the thick of it, man. Fall camp.
into the thick of it.
Can't wait for all the propaganda, both good and bad. hopefully, mostly good. Hopefully,
More
no
good.
crazy injuries. We had pretty good luck last year in fall camp with very little injuries. And there you have it. Any more thoughts tonight, buddy?
Nope. We're getting to that degenerate gambler season. Just this is the best time of year. The fall is the best time of year. Football, basketball. You start to talk about some baseball. It's just nothing better, man. So let's get through it. And got what 4 weeks left, 5 weeks left. We're getting there.
Kicks off in 35 days or so. So
hell yeah.
All right, buddy. Go Vols.
Go Vols.